we're going to see which player is going to continue this undefeated streak.
I like it.
Will it be? I think it's Jeskai control. It could be like
it is most definitely Jeskai control.
Flash or something like that. Like, I don't know if he's doing like the Spell Queller control or Nahiri control. I don't really know what style he's going for yet.
I do.
Oh, spoilers.
I mean, if you want me to tell
Brett
you.
knows, yes. Actually, I would love to know.
He does run Spell Quellers.
Oh, he does like that list. Okay.
He also has a cute little card in there. I'm gonna wait and see if it gets played.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I love this card.
It's pretty good.
One of my favorites.
It's a pretty good card.
So while they're getting ready,
you can't ask me about his lands. So
I was going to ask you about Copycat.
Oh, Copycat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, nice guy. My partner in crime over here sitting next to me. We're going to this event in February for Baltimore. It's a team event, and we are going to be playing the Legacy, Modern, and Standard team event. That's what it is. Star City Games. Nan's going to be playing Infect as TJ plays, it looks like 3 cards.
Yep.
I'm going to be playing Standard, and I'm hopping on. You know what? I just loved Splinter Twin so much. I miss it every day. Every day I play Modern Magic. I wish I was on turn 4 playing that 2 red and 2 colorless enchantment that just won me the game. So I've decided to join the crowd and play Copycat, or at least that's what I believe Wizards is calling it. The Saheeli Felidar Guardian combo.
Yeah.
Roofax.
I do like that we're seeing a lot more cat facts tonight, though.
No,
gotta say, big fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big
fan. So we got to see the follow-up, Inventor's Fair, Glimmer Void, all these great lands popping out, and then, of course, Steel Overseer.
Yo, JLA, welcome to the stream.
Gonna be putting those +1 counters on everything here, but gonna start ticking away. Some fetching at the end step there, going to 18. Path in it. We're just not going to deal with that. You may have a mountain. Also, for those in chat, you do get to earn mana, which you can use to gamble away. You can also redeem it for, like, emote-only modes. Things like that.
If you want.
Eventually, we'll do some other giveaway-related stuff with it. Cranial Plating, Equip, Swing, 1, 2, 3. So dealing 4 damage, putting him to 14. Gaining 4. Going up to 23.
Not at all slanted by the fact I bought my set of twins like 3 weeks before the ban.
Oh, that hurts.
I feel your pain, Mutarin. I feel your pain. I mean, I was playing it. I feel like every version of Splinter Twin possible.
Except for Tarma Twin.
I didn't play Tarma Twin.
Of course.
Right. It was
That's the only thing.
Everyone.
Yeah.
It's almost everyone.
Stop telling me to gamble. I have a problem. Well, it's just mana. It's a pretty scary looking board. Spell Queller's going to come down. Just going to say no to that Arcbound here. So, double checking the wording on it and saying, okay, so if I swing in, lose my Volt Scourge here. Oh, Galv Blast it. Says, no, I really could use this. Thank you. 5. He'll be swinging in 6 this turn. Dropping Bauer down to 8, and he's going to go down to 6. Wrath of God, nice draw. Here's an Arcbound. Equip. And pass turn. Bauer's been building up here. It does have another Queller in hand. Looks like will Snapcaster and Path to exile that.
You can't give away. He means mana.
He means mana, not silver points.
He's giving away mana. Snapcaster beats. TJ's gonna take 2 damage. Let me cast this Steel Overseer, and oh no, Spell Queller comes in again.
Oh.
Please.
I think there's another Galv Blast, though.
It's a habit. I get it, dude. I get it. It's a habit.
Bringing the beats.
Chris finally getting to that point where he can kind of control what's going on and slow TJ down.
Interesting enough, he has started to stabilize. A big part of it is there's no man lands right now out of TJ.
Yeah.
So, like, the Wrath of God had a huge effect on the board state here. And it's been a little bit since we've seen another player that has opted for the lands in front. Like, we saw Julia earlier. She's one of our resident, like, lands in front style. But Bauer, it's been a while since we've seen him on camera. We've seen a basic. Now we've got a basic from both players.
Oh, boy.
Full art, like TJ's got? Or do you like the, like, foil, old school style like Chris has?
I like the foil old school style.
Okay.
Your quiz is nonsense. That Serum Vision's gonna draw a card and scry to.
Blizzard says no more lands in front on camera. You guys need to pick it up. That is true. We do need to step up our game and
You guys hear that?
guess talk to some of our players. Lands in front is no longer allowed. Says Wizards of the Coast about a year or 2 years ago. When did they say that? They said that a while ago, didn't they?
They did.
See? That's a Lorwyn Island. Notice the awful wall of flowers? It's very bright and colorful. I mean, TJ was sitting at 30. Oh, please say he trick spines it. Yes! Oh, yes!
Wow.
Inventor Fair.
Gets the trick bind.
Yes! That is amazing.
Gets the trick bind. Ten out of 10.
10 out of 10, yes.
Would play again.
Would play again. Alright, here's our man land finally coming in, trying to deal some damage. Shrinking
Tricky
Chris
play.
down to 1 life.
Tricky.
I mean, TJ's
play.
at 17. Gonna take a few more damage here. Dropping to 13.
Did Billy play Trick Bind or Time Walk?
And nice, making good use of our card bot there. If there's a card that you are unfamiliar with that we're talking about, feel free to look it up in chat using !card and whatever that card's name is. And of course, you can also do !catfacts to find out some information about cats. I think that is the best, like, hidden feature of cardbot.
I disagree.
I know.
I disagree.
It's okay.
To all my fellow Oh My Dogs, give me some roos to wash out these cat facts.
Just flipping guys left and right. Now, those cryptics are a real problem here. He's basically just saying, hey, you want to try to activate your guy? No. Lightning bolt.
Disagree at the real name, man.
No, no.
Roo. Oh my dog. Hound of Conda. Yeah. Isamaru. Franker Z.
All right.
Did I do it wrong?
So, Bauer surprisingly stabilizing at 1 life.
There it is.
TJ was at 30, and all the cryptics to help out. Lightning Bolt helped out here, and that Spellcaller Snapcaster beat was good.
Control in Modern? Yes.
Whose would you like to read?
Well, you know what? I read TJ's last time. Why don't you take it? Game loss for lands up front. Yo, Southern Sludge Core. We are one stream at this moment that is not really enforcing it, even though, most of the larger streams are, Wizards in general has said lands in the back. But we have a lot of players that are playing lands in front, and we're just not enforcing it yet.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about some of these cool cards that TJ could bring in. His list is pretty much almost all one-ofs, with the exception of 2 Ancient Grudge. But he's got Blood Moon, Etch Champion, Worship, Aether Grid, Torpor Orb, Chalice of the Void, Relic of Progenitus, Ray of Revelation, Whip Flare, Ancient Grudge, Dismember, Spellskite, Pithing Needle, and Grafdigger's Cage there. So, an interesting and fun card, Torpor Orb, prevents Enter the Battlefield effects from happening.
Sure.
So that Spell Queller, hey, that's just a flyer. Snapcaster Mage, that's just a 2/1 dude. So, I like that coming in. He could make the option for Chalice, but it is kind of risky because there wasn't a lot of 1-drop stuff. Like, yes, there's Path and there's Lightning Bolt, but I don't know if he is really that worried about that. But he could sit there and go, you know what? I don't want all of my own 1-drops, like the Signal Pests and things like that. I'll shade those out, and then I'll add in the Chalice and things like that. But Pithing Needle is not a bad choice in there, knowing that there's man lands and things like that. Yeah, so there's a couple options that he can go for. He could go for the crazy Blood Moon play.
Sure.
Having a 3-color deck like that, like Bauer has, he's going to be very tight on his lands. And you notice that he pretty much only had 1 basic in that whole list, or whole pile of lands that he had there. So that is something that he could be thinking about. Grafdigger's Cage is also another option to help deal with Spellskite. Not Spellskite, Snapcaster Mage. But what about on Bauer's side? What could we see him bringing in?
Yeah, he's got 2 Negates, 2 Vendilion Click, 1 Rest in Peace, 2 Dispel, 1 Celestial Purge, 1 Crumble to Dust, 1 Stony Silence, 1 is at Staticaster, 2 Timely Reinforcements, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Wear and Tear. Wear and Tear, we're already moving on. 1 Stony Silence, Crumble to Dust. Those seem fine. We'll see what he brings in. You are long-winded.
Sorry, I like to talk. Okay? That's why I don't like typing and writing things. I just like to talk. Alright, here we go. Pink. Opting for a Hallowed Fountain here. Potentially could be seeing a Path to Exile again.
Row. That was an Oh My Dog reference, by the way, from Letus.
Thanks for keeping me up to date.
That's Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
In case you're wondering.
Row.
Don't know if you've heard about him.
Yeah.
Look at this. 2 lands that would benefit from turning into mountains.
I mean, who benefits from that?
Actually, TJ would benefit because those would still be artifact lands. Alright, sweet Spellskite. This is going to cause some plays probably. We've got Path, we've got like Lightning Bolt, but looks like Bauer not opting for any plays here. Feels comfortable enough just to let a little bit of damage through. So, a little bit of lifelink coming across here, switching things up. Be going to sitting at 18 to 16 now, because another Vault Scourge did get thrown down.
Utarin, please. Path to Exile. Get rid of that Spellskite.
Spellskite. sack to Arcbound here? Or do you go for the free land?
My cat sure can't. Chris with the planes. Good looking planes right there.
I do like that planes.
Oh, okay. Second spell skite. Got it.
Oh no, Muscles only has 62 mana. What happened to all your mana, Muscles? Mutarn asking, how do I get mana? Well, Brett, how does someone get mana?
How does someone get mana?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a couple ways,
see.
right?
I see, yeah. So,
I see well, you just play a land, right?
Yeah. The biggest thing is mana is handed out via Revlobot, and as long as you're lurking in chat, you don't even have to talk.
You don't.
As long as you are in the chat on our channel watching our stream, you are gaining mana every minute. 1 mana for every minute. Now, tap a land is another way you can do this. Also, there are bonuses coming from myself, Nanman. Any of the mods in chat can give bonuses. We like to give bonuses for matches on Lantern Control.
We do.
Because we understand that Lantern Control is not the most fun match to watch on stream. Do we get song requests? No song requests.
No, like if we're doing like a stream or something like that with Magic Online or doing other stuff, then we might start doing song requests. But until then, because it's just the coverage, we are not doing song requests. You also have the way to get extra mana if you're following the Twitter or following the YouTube channel.
Equinox. Right now, these are matches that are pre-recorded from a week ago. So yeah, you will see some Gitaxian probes tonight. Yo, you're Destro. Thank you so much for the follow. And you will see it next week. We will try to convince the players next week, if they are running Gitaxian probes, to either opt out of being on camera, just to keep out of any confusion. But if we do have those matches, we will let you know.
TJ doing a really smart thing this time around is going for that Pierce style instead of Swarm. And you saw that previously he had sacked an Arcbound Ravager to his Blinkmoth there because he knew there's Wrath of Gods, he knows there's these board wipes. So this way, hey, your Wrath of God doesn't do anything to my 4/4 Blinkmoth now. Oh, it looks like Dionysus giving away 500 mana again with a little bit of question in chat. Ooh, 2 people are buying over it. Skullclamp. Reflector Mage. Pew pew. Alright, here's the path though. That is one way to deal with a 4/4 Blinkmoth Nexus. Mods don't have it?
It has to be set.
Oh, we didn't, because we just added him in last time. So we haven't gotten him that added in yet. Revlobot. Cranial Platin has come down though. Don't worry, Eminem, we'll get you set up so you can be able to do all that fun mod stuff soon. And Spellquell are going to come down and say, I am sorry that Etch Champion is not going to be hitting the field right now.
TJ at 17, Chris at 6.
Inkmoth is not really where he wants to be at, but nah. But feel free to still ask questions and do some giveaways and things like that for mana. So we saw TJ trying for it. So you know what? I have that cranial plating. I might as well try. Bonus laner control.
No. Steam vents. Crash. For 2.
Chipping away. Pew, pew. Oh, there's a blink. But you notice there's some cryptics sitting in hand again, which was a problem last time around. There's so many lands that have just kind of flopped around that it's hard to tell what's untapped right now. 46 card deck. Versus control. All right. And that'll do it for round number 4 there.
Is there any chance to get any Court of Calling or Eldritch Evolution decks on stream?
Sadly, all of our core decks and Eldritch Evolution decks for the players aren't actually showing up to the shop anymore.
They're not. And I don't know if that's a kind of a telltale sign of, kind of where that deck currently sits. Mm-hmm. It was doing quite well a couple months back.
Yeah, like the Kiki Chord and stuff. And then you saw like a shift with like the rise up of like the Suicide Zoo list, the rise up of Dredge and things like that, but it just made it really tough for those decks to stick around.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I have a mana gamble problem. Yeah, Dredge hate hurts them. That's a lot of reasons why Abzan Company isn't really around anymore either. Because hey, you have those interaction with your graveyards and those persist triggers and stuff like that.
That's fine.
Doesn't work if all this graveyard hate's running around. So, but we have one more round for tonight, guys.
Yes.
Uno mas. Let's take a look at our points. Dun dun dun. Ooh.
I'm telling you.
The end boss.
I said it right at the beginning. I said Chris Bauer comes in.
Yep, you did.
He leaves for a couple weeks. He comes in. He gets 15 points, and then he decides to leave for a couple weeks again. So it's just, but yeah, Chris and end boss potentially gonna play.
Yep, we've also got everybody has points now. Everybody that's left in
It's
it
true.
has made at least one round. So good job, everybody that's still sticking with it.
You did it.
You did it. Remember that 9 points is really what a lot of our players are shooting for. And I don't know if we've talked very much about the